Japan is a fascinating country with a unique culture and society that you really can't compare to other countries in the world. So let's take a look at 23 interesting Japan facts that will blow your mind. 1. Japan consists of over 6,800 islands. 2. Japan has just 2 gun-related homicides per year on average. Japan feels very safe in general. For example, they say you could leave your wallet on the floor of the busiest metro station and come back an hour later to still find it there untouched. 3. 21% of the Japanese population is elderly, the highest proportion in the world. Japan has more than 50,000 people who are over 100 years old. 4. The Japanese survivor of the Titanic was called a coward in his country for not dying with the other passengers. 5. Over 2 billion manga, Japanese comic books or graphic novels are sold in Japan each year. 6. 90% of all mobile phones sold in Japan are waterproof, because you'd like to use them even while showering. 7. The number will vary from year to year, but in general, there will be more than 1,500 earthquakes in Japan. Luckily, most of them are smaller shakes, but each year there are bigger earthquakes as well as that reaches more than 8 on the Richter scale. 8. The Japanese invented shibari or sexual bondage play, which may have begun as the martial art of restraint known as hajujutsu, in which a samurai practices capturing or detaining his enemy with ropes in the least amount of time possible. 9. Japanese trains are among the world's most punctual. Their average delay is just 18 seconds. 10. In Japan, it's acceptable to take a nap called inamori on the job. It's viewed as evidence of exhaustion from working very hard. 11. The Japanese word horenso, spinach in English, is similar to the word for horeru, means to fall in love or secret love. So, when a Japanese person gives another person a gift that is wrapped in the same color green as spinach, he or she is expecting love without using words. 12. Hadaka Matsuri or Naked Festival is a kind of festival where thousands of Japanese men remove their clothing in public due to the belief that a naked man has a greater ability to absorb evil spirits. Only the most intimate parts of the body are covered with a cloth called a fandushi. 13. It's appropriate to slurp noodles, especially soba, which refers to buckwheat, when eating in Japan. Slurping indicates the dish is delicious. It also cools down the hot noodles. 14. In Japan, there is a crying sumo contest where wrestlers compete to see who can make a baby cry first. 15. Sumo wrestling in Japan can be traced back 1,500 years. Wrestlers weigh 300 pounds or more and train in a heya room stable operated by a former sumo champions. Younger sumo wrestlers are traditionally required to clean and bath the veteran wrestlers, including all the hard-to-reach places. 16. Yaeba or crooked teeth are considered attractive in Japan so much so that girls go to dentists to have their teeth purposefully unstraightened. 17. Each spring, Japan has a festival that celebrates both the penis and female fertility called Kanemaru Matsuri, or Festival of the Steel Phallus. 18. Square watermelons are grown by Japanese farmers for easier stack and store. 19. Japanese love hotels are short-stay hotels mainly designed for amorous couples and are identified by the presence of heart symbols. They have different room rates, a rest rate as well as an overnight rate. An estimated 2% of Japan's population visits one each day. 20. The Japanese religion of Shinto is one of the few religions in the world with a female solar deity. 21. Japan has around 5.5 million vending machines with one on almost every street corner. There are vending machines that sell beer, hot and cold canned coffee, cigarettes, wine, condoms, comic books, hot dogs, light bulbs, bags of rice, toilet paper, umbrellas, fish bait, fresh eggs, porn magazines, and even used women's underwear. 22. Geisha means person of the arts, and the first geisha were actually men. 23. There are cafes where you can pay to cuddle, but there is nothing sexual about it. The reason that these cafes exist because a lot of inhabitants are single, and loneliness is a big problem in Japan due to too much work. That is why there is a demand for cuddling and intimacy, and at these cafes you can come and get a hug or just lay down in someone's lap or spend time together with another human being. We hope you like our video about Japan. Share your thoughts in the comment section and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.